Yo, what's going on, guys? Can you hear me? All right, let's get this thing going here. GM fam, let's get the road connected, and then we'll be on our way. Can you guys hear this song?
Yeah, they didn't believe in the crypto or the NFTs. Just got a whole lot of ADA for some ETH. I've been cross-chain with your girl on the beach. I've been cross-chain in the Twitter space, and they only talk about crypto and some NFTs. Just got a whole lot of ADA for some ETH. I've been cross-chain with your girl on the beach. I've been cross-chain in the Twitter space, and they only talk about.
Yeah, you know we want to talk about crypto. Yeah. I've been on the DeFi, focus on the grip. I hold too, yeah, but sometimes I flip though. Sure. We've been in the Twitter space, taking in the info. Yeah. Bad Fox Friday, 1 p.m. East. Hey. Space Cadet Saturdays, morning, not the evening. Dropping them gems, yeah, giving you a reason to tap in. We get it, they bluffing, no need them. What's the alpha? Yeah, I need to know. I ain't bluffing on the play. If I got it, I'ma go. They sitting on the floor and they going for the low. I'ma sweep them up fast. Yeah, I'm picking up some more. But I only do that if I think it's gonna go. But it's up in the air. If you know, then you know. We just bam up building and rolling with the flow. But it's going up. I think it's by the flow.
They didn't believe in the crypto or the NFTs. Just got a whole lot of ADA for some ETH. I've been cross-chain with your girl on the beach. I've been cross-chain in the Twitter space, and they only talk about crypto and some NFTs. Just got a whole lot of ADA for some ETH. I've been cross-chain with your girl on the beach. I've been cross-chain in the Twitter space, and they only talk about.
All they talk about is crypto. Since I made a banger with iHo in crib like the iPhone. Tell them that we finna roll on the road when I drive on the highway, and I won't stop. I'm alive, I ain't never died. On the blockchain on site, but it be moving right cause I'm finna snipe, yeah. Yeah, the game took a minute. Now I know the difference from a market and the limit. Now you just a mark, so you never know your limits. And when I see the charts, I know skies is the limit. Believe that, you didn't know. Now we going everywhere you didn't go. Now you yelling out, it's a scam, oh here we go.
Yeah, they didn't believe in the crypto or the NFTs. Just got a whole lot of ADA for some ETH. I've been cross-chain with your girl on the beach. I've been cross-chain in the Twitter space, and they only talk about crypto and some NFTs. Just got a whole lot of ADA for some ETH. I've been cross-chain with your girl on the beach. I've been cross-chain in the Twitter space, and they only talk about crypto
and some NFTs. Bad little bitch wanna chill like a breeze downtown at the beach. Bitch, I'm from 21st Street where the Crips sold crack on the east.
Where them Crips sold crack on the east? Yo, what's up, GM, buddy? Friday. Welcome to Web3 Breakfast, y'all. How we doing? What's up, Turbo?
What up, baby? What's going on, Jay? Man, I'm telling you, bro, I'm trying to find my swing, man. I got to get back into this thing here. Because, you know, like living in the Web3 world, you know, it's like one day is like a week. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm like, I take one day off. I'm walking around calling 7, moping and stuff. Like, I ain't done nothing, bro. I'm such a piece of dirt. You know what I'm saying? I got to get my shit together. And he's like, bro, it's been one day. I'm like, oh, thank God. Thank God. Okay. All right. I'm still in it. All right.
Yeah, man, like take you know, I think like when you get like some time like that, and you guys were working your ass off too, but when you get a little time like that, man, take a couple days. The good thing is that it's Friday, right? And you got the weekend to kind of rest, recharge, reset. We got a couple things going on today. Obviously, we got this space. We're gonna do another 4 p.m. space so we can hit that 4:20 time just right. We can be vibing, chiving, acting like we're alive. And I don't know why I did that. I don't need to do that kind of stuff.
I love it. No, I love it. I thought that was great. It was right on. I mean, I called someone Harryless yesterday. Darius the Harryless.
Chain with the bars.
You know, one of these days, man, what I think we could do is we could put some things together. I'm not a freestyler. I can rap, but I'm not a freestyler. So we could, like, you know, put some lines down and I could sing my lines or rap my lines, you know what I'm saying? But like, there's no way that I could freestyle that. My brain don't work like that.
Shoot, you're a writer. I'm a writer too. I'm not a freestyler.
Let's go ahead and write some stuff for J Chain so we can get him in the booth, please.
When I first started
freestyling, I got the beat for J Chains for sure. It's got chains in the background. We're good.
Oh man, that's gonna be a banger.
When I first started freestyling, like my cousins, like I'll never forget, it was on the back of a tractor. It was in the country of Alabama, and I had some country ass cousins, and they used to just freestyle. They would not stop all day long. And I used to just love it, and they were like, oh, I was like, man, I wish I could do it. And they were like, you can do it, just do it. And so then I just started rapping, and all I could talk about was like killing people. So they nicknamed me Psycho. You know what I'm saying? So my first rap name was actually Psycho.
I prefer well, I mean, that's good. Like, obviously you're intimidated by a rapper named Psycho for sure, but I prefer AI Love, man. I think that probably embodies you a little bit more. You're one of the homies, man. You're a real guy. I got a chance to, and this is not what we're talking about today. I actually kind of want to, we'll get through house cleaning in a second here, and go through some of the stuff because the fear and greed index is down, which in my opinion is always a good thing. Prices are down. People are nervous, but I think they're nervous. In my opinion, we're all nervous, but it's going to be a positive. So. What's up, Ardo?
Hey, what's good? GM. Did you notice one thing? Well, everyone in the audience hasn't seen it, but Turbo and J Chains, Bitcoin is sitting at the base of the mountain.
Bro.
$19,922. Let me just refresh to make sure that we are under $20,000 on Bitcoin. I love this. I like this thing probably around 12K. I don't know if we hit that low of a max pain. Ethereum at 1,400. I saw this thing a little under. I did scoop just a tiny little bag, just in case, just so that I could say I participated. But I like $1,000 is like, to me, that's got to be the psychological level. I think anytime we get close to 1,100, that's when I've been wanting that $800, that triple digit ETH for so long. I just think the psychological level of 1,000 is just way too strong. I don't know if maybe we'll scam wick down past that, but nobody will really be able to catch that unless you got orders sitting. That's kind of a thought there. But I'm excited for
that.
Like
Last dip.
Like the person that had like a 5,000.
One at a time.
It's like Ethereum was at like 700 or 800.
Can y'all not hear each other?
I was kind of thinking that same thing. Thank you for
let's
is Jay on? Yeah.
Yeah. So mixed screen. Go ahead. And then Ardo, go after mixed screen.
Good morning. I was just saying that the last time Bitcoin was, where did it bottom out at? It was like 15, 16 or some shit like that. Ethereum actually did dip below 1,000.
Like 887, I think, is the lowest that it got there. And I had been,
yeah, I think so.
It was like even weeks leading up to all this stuff. Like I said, like I'm going to donate blood, I'm going to donate bodily fluids, all that stuff. Like, when we get to that triple digit ETH, and then I got greedy. I'm like, oh man, we're going to see this thing at 500. I'm not going to buy in at 900. Well, it never did. So just, set your price targets. And I think at this point, if it gets close, just go in, just get there. Like I said, like I'm expecting $1,000 ETH. I would love triple digit ETH. But I don't know if I'll be able to catch that. So if I'm sitting in, if I get in at like 1,100 or 1,050, I'm happy.
Sell your gallbladder. I mean, you don't need it.
Yeah, I sold mine 2 years ago. It was like $50. It was pretty cheap.
You only need one kidney, and
I know a woman that sold her eggs to buy crypto. I kid you freaking not.
How do you even retrieve your eggs?
You can sell your nut for some crypto. I know you only need one.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
It up, bro. I spent a lot of time looking. Bro, it's gonna throw out the balance. Like if you sell a nut.
Hey. First off, we're not
going to zero.
I'm muting you all. No one's talking about selling nuts here, unless you're talking about peanuts, almonds, pistachios. That kind of thing.
50 grand for a testicle.
Bruce.
Well, that's what we're actually talking about. Dr. Almond milk is like gaining popularity.
I'm about to go straight to the CDC and be like, I got COVID right here, boys. Here you go. Come grab it.
This is out of control.
You guys are out of control.
All right. But Jay, it is Friday, and I did actually want to before we got into this crazy talk. I did have just a quick special thing that I wanted to play.
Where's the breakfast?
I actually have a kid called Love. I actually have a freestyle of his that is recorded. I was going to play it if that's okay.
We would love to hear that.
What? Hold on. I got one question in all seriousness. Where's the breakfast?
So typically here, first off, Dr. Bruce, appreciate you popping in. Always great to see you, my man. So here's kind of how we run it. It is a community forum. So typically everybody brings a little something to share with the group. So I think Turbo brought coffee this morning. Final brought some muffins. Lady Bros bought the eggs. Jeb brought bacon. Seven brought
French toast.
At the French toast. Yeah. So we were kind of hoping that you brought syrup with you so we could have this meal. And then I know that there's some kids in the crowd, or at least some crypto dads and moms, and so they got the kids, so they need the ketchup with the eggs, because only kids would put ketchup on eggs, but we need some ketchup for eggs if anybody's got that.
You got to put hot sauce on eggs,
There
not
you go.
ketchup.
There you go. See,
Let's go.
once you become a
Just get on some cereal, they'll be all right.
Only ketchup in the breakfast sandwich.
dude, that's facts, man. Although I
Y'all are
think
disgusting.
Wait. Hold on. So I'm from Jersey, right? And y'all never put some jelly on some bacon
Hell yeah.
in the morning?
oh dude, jelly's good on anything.
The McGriddle is my favorite sandwich in the world.
All right, you
Throw some
foodie.
jelly
Bro, I
on it,
remember
some
when my
sweet
friends
bread.
I don't think
put
that's real
jelly
food.
on a breakfast sandwich. Like, it changed my life.
I'm a Southern boy. I need my grits. I gotta have my grits in the morning. I'm just saying.
I can't get into those, man. And it doesn't matter how many times I've tried them in different preparations. I can't get into grits. I don't, and there's not a chance in hell I'm ever
Soupy
gonna
or
have
muddy?
shrimp. What's that?
Soupy or muddy with them grits?
Oh, I don't know. Ardo.
Muddy as hell.
It's gotta be in between with.
You
It's
said
gotta
you're
be in
not eating
between with
shrimp.
the cheese. It's gotta be in between with the cheese. A little bit of salt, pepper, and we good. But Jay Chains,
Yes, sir.
are you lodging already, or are you staying with us at the Airbnb?
Well, I didn't have lodging set up yet. Let's chat today and see how all that looks. Definitely down to kick it with the crew, man. I know the plan is to move as a force, and to have a presence wherever we go. So if that's the jam, man, that's the jam. You know, I'm down for that.
Yeah, it's a large entourage that's rolling with Final Frontier. We taking over the scene in Los Angeles, baby.
You know that. So if y'all are going to be out there for NFTLA or whatever they want to call it now, they denied my speaker application, so I will never call them by their correct name ever again. But I'm going to go. I will go and support all of my fellow Web3 community members, projects, founders, community leaders, all that stuff. Like, I am a supporter of everything we do. And so here we go, man. I'm so down for that. Fergie, you got your hand up. What's up, my dude? GM.
Yeah, man. Originally, I came up to say GM, but man, then we started talking about selling nuts and ketchup and all kinds of different stuff. So, yeah, first of all, grits go super hard. Throw a bunch of butter and some cheese in those bad boys. And then you got to have the biscuits and gravy, right? For if it's breakfast, you got to have biscuits and gravy. I'm from the South as well, so
No doubt.
if you don't have biscuits and gravy, it's not breakfast. But I did want to shout out the V fam. We got a whole bunch of V fam members in here, so shout out to the V fam.
Shout out to the V fam is right. I want to let you know, we were talking on the AMA kind of the other day about what can we do to really make a big push for VFam, and I think the goal is it's best if I say it'll be happening in April, just because with the time of the move and everything and the conferences and whatnot. But I want to get together and I want to talk to every founder. I want to do like a VeChain mega space and talk to every project in the VeChain ecosystem. Give them a little time to chat about what they're doing, but really make it focus on, because everything I want to do and everything I think a lot of people in this ecosystem want to know about is community, right? Like, what are they doing to harbor or really facilitate this community aspect that is Web3? So I appreciate you popping up, shouting out the VeChain fam, but we're going to do a big thing in April, highlighting what's going on in VeChain.
Let me make this real easy for you too. I'm actually fortunate enough to co-host a space alongside with a guy named Connor Boundy and Sig Toshi, and we actually host a space once a month called the Project Leader Space, where the actual VeChain Foundation shows up and hangs out with us. Why don't you come on and speak at that next one? It'll be towards the end of March.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get you the exact date and time, and then you can put that feeler out there. And instead of having to reach out to everyone, people will reach out to you. You can let them know, like, hey, looking to do this mega space. If you want to be a part of it, hit me up in the DMs and simplify a lot of the stuff for you.
Yeah, dude, I love that. And really why it's important, I think, for everybody to pay attention. Like, there's a hashtag that goes around, VeChain has NFTs, right? They have a massive partnership with the UFC. So if like, like a normal dude like me, and you like going to really cool sporting events, like there are opportunities for you as people in the VeChain ecosystem to be able to participate and stuff like that. So definitely want to bring more attention to what VeChain has going on. If you've been in crypto for any period of time, you've got a bag of VeChain. Everybody got VeChain back in 2018. Everybody did. And you probably still have some of your bags. So maybe you can get some NFTs with it.
Man,
Yes,
blockchain boy.
If you ever want tickets, J
pushing
Chains.
hard.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, if you ever want tickets, J Chains, let me know. I'll get you some UFC
Dude,
tickets.
Let's make it happen. Let's go as a group and let's make some content out of it.
Yeah, blockchain boy was pushing VeChain hard. Like he was really behind VeChain. He was telling everybody to get it. He really believed in the ecosystem and what they were doing. Yeah, it's VeChain is going to be big. Yeah, they did something with UFC. Crypto.com did something with UFC, especially with the arena. It's actually still called the Crypto.com arena. And then so did Core Water. So, but yeah, UFC's a big thing. And then J Chain's got something for Win Media. So this is alpha for everyone in the audience. Bare knuckle boxing fighter Jenny Savage, who's actually about to take on one of the legendary Hart members. If you ever watch wrestling, the Hart family is big in wrestling. They now have one of their family members that fights in bare knuckle boxing, and so Jenny Savage is one of the fighters that I brought into Hayabusa. It's the top martial arts brand in the world. And so they're going to be going head to head for a championship belt here soon. So she's going to do something with Win Media in the future.
Oh, dude, that's dope. Look, correct me if I'm wrong. His name was it was Hitman, right? Something Hitman Hart.
Yep.
Bret the Hitman Hart.
Bret Hart, Owen Hart, and then a bunch of other ones as well. Now Natalie Hart. And so the Neiemans are part of Hart family too. And this one, her name is Britton Hart. So, their name is just freaking legendary.
Dude, that's massive. Definitely looking forward to bringing that to fruition, man. That sounds like fun.
Yo,
go ahead,
Jay. This shit is crazy.
What is?
The charts are just dumping.
Dude, thank you for reminding me. I gotta take a look. See, this is what we've been talking about. Like, is this gonna happen?
Oh well.
Can you hear me?
This might be this. Yeah, my bad.
Oh, sorry. All right.
Keep
dumping, please, because I got I am in currently probably. I gotta find one of the stats. I'm in a 10x short. I'm down just a little bit in it, but I got the leverage set up to 10x. We're in a short because I fully expect us to go down a little bit more. So we'll see. I just got to remember that I got that trade in so it doesn't flip on me. And it's happened before, right?
Yo, I hate when they do that. When they pump it real fast to get everybody out and then goes back down. Man.
That's the manipulation. I mean, all these centralized markets that you're leverage trading on, they all see where the orders are sitting at. And oftentimes they just help their friends, right? Quick little spike. But
we talked about that the other day. Absolutely. I mean, like, like obviously there's no proof in this, but like, there's just some dude sitting in some little office at the headquarters of Femex or, whatever channel or whatever platform you're on. He's looking at that order book and be like, oh, this guy just put a nice little trade. Well, let's wick him down and get him.
Hey, let's look. I'm gonna tell you right now what it's called, and if people know what I'm talking about, put those hundreds up. It's called a stop loss bot, and all of these trading exchanges have it. So what I try to tell people to do is, especially when there's rapid volatility, do not create a stop loss immediately. Is it a risk? Yes, but don't open the stop loss immediately, because what the bot will do, a wick will come out of nowhere. It'll stop you out your trade and then go in the opposite direction.
Yep. You gotta let it just. You gotta let it. Thank you. That was definitely worth of the applause. You definitely got see because like Ardo, I feel that same way. It's like if you put the stop loss in immediately and say you put it at a 5% or whatever you triggered at, like literally happens all the time. But if you let it fluctuate a little bit, because like a healthy market is going to go up and down a little bit, let it just sit. And yeah, I mean, it could be, get your heart pumping a little bit if you're sitting there with no stop loss in, but you definitely got to take a chance. And maybe you only load like a little bit into the trade or the account, so like you don't get totally wiped out. Like sometimes I only put $100 on the line, right? I might put it up to 100x leverage, but I'm only going to risk $100. And so if I lose that, like it's not a big deal. But if the trade goes in my favor, then yippee.
Yo, all I know, man, that the very first day I ever got into leverage trading, I got wrecked, and I never went back. I did because I went about 48 hours straight, just like, oh my god, buy, oh my god, sell, oh shit, buy, and I lost all my money.
Well, that's what happened with SBF and Luna. He took a lot of money, right? He borrowed a lot of money in secret from holders' money and over leveraged Luna on like 100x. It was like I think like $1 billion he leveraged and lost it all, and it just fell apart. Like, so yes, he is responsible for the crash of Luna.
Yep. Caroline Ellison, trader between I don't know, I think Nancy Pelosi is the stock trader of the year, and Caroline Ellison is the crypto trader of the year.
Nancy Pelosi's husband, he took out the fattest PPP loan. Shouts
Really?
out to the Pelosi's.
He took out
he
took out a PPP loan?
Huge, because they have a private country club. And so he took out, I don't have the exact number, but I'm going to say this, and it's either true or I'm making it up right now, but it's somewhere around like $100 million.
Holy crap. I had heard.
Yep.
Man, that's crazy. I had heard, I forget who we were talking to. It might be someone in our community who had said that their mom, I think, worked at like the office where Pelosi worked. And she literally, like, the thing was like, she was a drunk. Well, she literally was like, she drank wine the entire day. Was that someone in this community, or did I hear that in a different space?
I don't know, but I know it's true.
Yo, Turbo.
Yes.
You are so undercutting it. It was $669 million fucking dollars.
Jesus.
I knew it was something stupid. Thank you, CryptoZay. I knew it was something just ridiculous.
What?
Are you serious?
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, man.
Yeah. That's what they're reporting. That large of amount, and not to mention how much money she alone done made off the stock market. I'm sure he participated as well. And now, I mean, I guess.
Look, this is why when the confirmation hearing went down a couple years ago with I think it was Judge Kavanaugh, he was trying to get rid of a company in which Pelosi's husband ran that was making a lot of money off of women in poor communities, feeding them Planned Parenthood pills. And so that's why they came after him, because it was hurting Pelosi's pockets, because he was trying to get rid of that dude's company. And so next thing you know, charges come out of thin air.
I just want to say, Turbo, I don't know what you do for a living professionally, but you should either be a lawyer or a professional debater, because you said, I could be making this completely up, but also this is the truth. So,
yeah, I learned that from CNN, as I watched the different news stories. It's something they begin to add on there.
Well,
and I do full time,
no, I was gonna say Turbo. Like really quick, like Turbo's got the best way to describe things. Like a few weeks ago, he was telling us a story about the one day where he was driving to work, but then realized that he had left his keys at home, and then also spilled a cup of coffee on his stack of emails. So you know what I'm saying? Like I love the way these go. Sometimes they make a lot of sense to a lot of us.
That's the beautiful thing, about your story. You know what I'm saying? You can tell it however you want. If you don't tell your story, J Chains, they will, and that's why it's called his story.
That's true. History. There you go.
Look, That's why I didn't want to be a lawyer, man. Look, I scored a 160, I think it was 165 on the LSAT. Had my degree and everything. I just had no reason to be a lawyer because I didn't like what I saw over the years. And not that all lawyers are bad, but most people don't know that in most states, once you become an esquire, you have to do some state mandated time. So you're going to be working for the local DA or whatever it may be. And a lot of time as a public defender, they overstack you, right? They overwork you, or a lot of times you'll get hit with doing plea deals. You're just pushing out plea deals. Why? Because a plea deal is an admission of guilt. It's a win for the DA's office. It's not until you make a partnership where you then start making money because you can charge your own fees. Right? You can say, this is what I charge for this particular case. And so public defenders in most states don't make any more money than a teacher. So it's, and again, a lot of times a lawyer's job is to win the case, right? It's not that they're for you or against you. Their job is to win. They have like a record, like a win-loss record, like a football team, right? Especially those that plan on moving up to being a prosecutor, to being a DA, to being a judge, which is then political. You're elected to then go on and do things after that. So a lot of these politicians, that's actually where they started. Believe it or not, that's what Hillary Clinton was. She was a lawyer. And she was actually corrupt before she even became a Clinton. If you do some research, she was fired by the White House for being too corrupt long before she was even a Clinton.
She got a guy off of a case in Arkansas that had committed the R word that I don't even like saying because it's just so nasty. Committed the R word, got him off, and then there's video of her laughing and chuckling with her fellow lawyers leaving the courtroom. It's pretty disgusting.
Yeah, she said, I knew he was guilty, and she laughed about it. I saw that.
Jesus.
I like me. And you know, but here's the thing. I said this last night, you know, because somebody came on stage and they were like, they're super dope artists too. And they were like, I don't want to be famous. And I was like, shit, I do. I want to be famous. You know what I'm saying? So for all the people, you know what I mean, that want to be famous, like, let's go. Because I'm going to freaking change this world. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to bring decentralization to the front and we're going to get the right people in the right places. Because the freaking Constitution was written, you know what I'm saying? So that when this shit comes, that we could reestablish democracy again. So I'm for that life, baby.
Good luck getting the control back. As much as we like to hear that and like want to do that, like, you know,
nah, Jay, listen, currency, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever holds the money makes the rules, right? So if we all become interdependent upon each other, right, to where we all have different businesses and we trade and we're trading seashells and schmeckles or ETH or whatever we want to call it, you know what I'm saying? And we rely on each other. We do peer-to-peer transactions. We don't need them any longer. Okay. That's the whole. That's where the controls. I mean, for me, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm fired up, but I smoked the joint. Now, you know.
Hey, I'm all for it too. I just, you know, the problem is getting that power back. Like, you know, that like every time you see these articles, right? Get your shekels, baby. Get your shekels. Like they're not going to give up the power. Like they just won't, right? The United States government is the largest controller of Bitcoin. Well, good luck. And now you're trying to, all these people talking about ordinals. You know that the ordinals is a fucking serial number on every Satoshi. You know what that means? Do you know what a serial number on every Satoshi means?
They fucked
Trackable. So y'all thought you were, oh, cool. We're doing this cool shit with Bitcoin, bozos. No, you're not. There's nothing cool about ordinals. Nothing. They provide no value.
They fucked us. Yet again.
Well, listen, but we're not though, guys. Listen, we're not.
How many times can we get fucked before we realize we're getting fucked?
Well, listen, this is the thing, Bruce, right? Look in this room right now, Jay. We started off, right, but there were like 15 of us in this room. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We come every day. We have breakfast every morning, 15 of us, right? And we kept talking and people kept telling other people, right? We're organizing right now. This is our opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But we have to take it off of this freaking phone and we got to take it to the streets in a peaceful way. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love
just want to make sure. Are you suicidal?
Yeah. No, I'm good, bro.
Can you just say that one more time? Just loud so they can hear you in the back.
I'm solid. I'm good. All I'm saying is that
he's not suicidal, just in case he gets suicidal.
We're to that effect, Turbo, and one thing to anybody, right? Like if you're anywhere near like the Texas area or whatever, like our whole goal when we get down there is to really start making this more of an in real life push. Let's start getting actual physical people that, whether they don't know, they're curious, maybe they got toasted before, and we can help them back in. I mean, that's literally the only way that we can push this whole envelope forward. And if you're talking about collecting the masses, because I get it, man. Like if we get everybody on our side, ain't no way that we don't, get what we want or whatever, however you want to say that. But it's gonna take work. People are gonna have to get in the trenches. It's not just gonna happen overnight, and people just sitting on their asses looking at their portfolio. That's not gonna make any changes.
I mean, I think it's important to also see that they're already pushing for the global one currency, like AP routers and what was the other one? I seen all three of them already ran with it, talking about the global currency, like a one world currency. They're already talking about it. So I mean, they're scrambling right now. Their fucking veil is falling. Everything is happening. The truth is coming out left and right. You can no longer fucking turn your cheek to what is. You know what I mean? Conspiracy theorists are batting 1,000.
Yeah, and to Jay, real quick, Dr. Bruce. But Jay, can you, by chance, could you? Maybe I've been trying to get 7 up because I know he doesn't want to be a part of this conversation, and I haven't been able to get him. Okay, cool. There we go.
Do we need another co-host?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Ardo, I'll make you. I'm gonna make you a co-host, Ardo.
Okay.
But I did also want to clarify what Dr. Bruce was saying when he's asking about suicidal, because when people start talking like this is when people start getting offed. You know what I'm saying? And that is like a fear. So I did want to clear that up just in case people thought that might have got a little shaky.
No accidents.
Dr. Bruce is my best friend in real life.
No accidents here.
Well, Nancy Pelosi's husband just got beat with a hammer the other day. And everybody, they didn't even really say anything. Dude just showed up at the door. But I have come to the conspiracy that that's kind of what he's into. And that, that when you have that kind of money, you pay people to come to your house and hit you with a hammer and stuff. So, shouts out to whatever they're doing. But Crypto Zay, what's up, fam?
That was a little weird.
Yeah, I had my hand up. That was. I wanted to ask Jay, if you guys could hear me while I am in the car, sorry. But I wanted to ask Jay, could you elaborate a little bit more about the IRL stuff in Texas? Because I do live in Houston, and there are a couple other IRL events that are already happening there. Just want to learn a little bit more, just see how.
Yeah, for sure, man. So, yeah, I appreciate that. Like, so the whole goal is really to bring a concentrated effort of people like us and our, like, the idea of making Web3 in this ecosystem what it should be, right? A little bit more positive. And so obviously collaborating with any of the events that are happening there. Consensus is a big event. Decentral is a big event that happened there in Austin. There are, many events in our ecosystem that happen all throughout the year. Our goal is to be a big presence in there. But more importantly, where we're going to be physically located in Austin is to get a facility that we can, one, where we can spend our time, make our content and build our brand and our business, but 2, have it large enough to where we can bring in members of the community to have sessions. So if it's a meetup, a get together, whatever it ends up being, we have our own home place for that. So we don't have to work with, event people or other facilities. We literally can do it right in our own place. And so it's, our home, our rules, we do what we want. We talk about what we want, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for that. And then we're gonna build some great events and also some great meetups, get some great footage done there. And also we're gonna have some in real life events that are separate from crypto. Jay Chains is gonna go out on a wild boar hunt with me.
Yep.
And we're gonna have a great freaking time.
That is facts, man.
Can I be a part of that?
Dude, me too.
All right, so Bruce, we're hopping on a plane, right? And then we'll just see you guys down there.
Cool.
I'm only impressed if you guys are bow hunting those boars.
Oh, dude, we're taking. No, we're not even gonna boar hunt. And I know this is gonna sound crazy, but we get what are those, like? You call that an oif? No, that's an oif. What's that guy? What's his name? Crocodile Dundee.
Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah. So we're just going Crocodile Dundee blades, and
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
Yeah, running
I heard
full speed right at those suckers.
Look, I've already done
No,
that.
we're not.
I went down in Florida and did that. Basically, you take some swamp buggies out, and you have your hunting dogs with you. One is a spotter and one's a fighter. So once the spotter goes out, they'll kind of corral one off from its pack, and the fighter dog goes in, and they will literally run head to head with the boar. And your job is to get in there and get that boar before it kills your dog. And so, but they're distracted, and that's something I'll never do again. I caught it up under the arm and the artery, but yeah, I'll never do that again. So I'm good with taking everyone out with the firearms. But yes, we will go out and do a wild boar hunt. There's a lot of different exotic game out there too. You have to be careful about. I know the area we're in last time, shrieking like a 3,000-pound African water buffalo out there too, and he was just eyeballing us the whole time. But we had a great time, and afterwards we'll have a big barbecue.
Okay.
And while all the guys and gals that want to hunt are out there doing their board hunt, we'll have a nice fire going. Turbo be there with the joints going. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not hunting no animals, man. I can't kill no animal. I can't do it.
Even if it were to be able to eat.
I couldn't do it, man. I'd be out there crying and shit. Like y'all be making fun of me through the kill, crying and stuff.
I could tell you, and maybe this is where I have to confront my fear, Ardo, is that if I'm in the mindset where this is for survival, this is for me to eat and to provide food for my family, I got no problem with it. Where I know that I will have the problem is field dressing. I know that is where nope, that's tough for me. So that's where I'm gonna have to get over my fear.
You won't have to field dress where I'm taking you. They come in, they scoop it up in the buggy, and by the time you pack up and get back, your meat's already prepped and in the cooler, and you head on out.
Okay, and I got it. Then we're good. Because I've never done this. Now, if anybody's ever been deer hunting, I know when you deer hunt and you get your first deer, you're supposed to pull the heart out and bite the heart. Is that that's like a thing, right?
No, we're not doing all of that. But the difference is,
thank God.
Most of the time, right? I know there are some extreme cases that are different. Most of the time when you go deer hunting, after you get a hit, they typically run, right? That is not always the case with the wild boar. 60% of the time, if you don't make a fatal shot, they will come for you, right? They are very, very vicious, and you've got a split second to make a decision before you're getting your leg sliced open or worse.
Here first, there'll be no leg slicing when we go out and do our thing. I promise you that. I'll get some.
I mean, I'm being dead serious. Like I
know.
don't. If you watch videos of wild boar hunts gone wrong, you'll see just out of the blue one break out of the brush and just come charging full steam, and they do not back down.
Yeah. All right. Well, here we go. That'll be something that happens later this year. I'm super excited about that. And I will probably make wild boar chili for all of us. That maybe that's what we do at our first meetup. We will make wild boar chili, and that's what we'll serve at our first meetup in Austin once we're down there. After we do that at our place.
Oh my gosh, that we went and got the boar too. I mean, you guys and I was there. Moral support. That's gonna be amazing.
He just say moral support.
That motherfucker said moral support.
Not the thing is,
are you scared?
I'm not
the thing is, you don't get any bacon off of them, right? They have no bacon. They are not pigs. They are related to the pig. There's a big difference. They are classified as predators. They're not prey. But they are just so fit and lean that they don't have bacon.
Oh,
the ribs are shaped differently, and the ham doesn't taste like normal ham, right? Their meat tastes like a cross between beef and pork almost. But it is the healthiest meat you can get in North America. It's healthier than deer. It's healthier than lamb. It's healthier than chicken. It's higher in protein and less in fat than any meat you can buy here in North America.
That's okay. I was a bozo. We're not going to do chili. What we're going to do is we are going to put this into sausages, We're gonna case it. We're gonna do all that kind of stuff. We're gonna grind it, case it, flavor it, all that stuff, and then we're gonna slice it into pepperonis, and we're gonna make wild boar pepperoni pizzas instead of chili fries.
Yo, let's go.
That sounds like a better idea than chili, right?
Look, he went philosophical with it. That's a new pizza thing right there. Look, I'm down for that right there.
Dude, we could do Pizza Friday, the space as we're eating it and shit. This is gonna be the best.
This is the pizza party that I'm looking forward to most this year at this particular moment. But there'll be more. This is probably going to be sometime in the second half of the year, I would assume. So be on the lookout for that. That's going to be awesome. And if you're in, and if you want to come down to Texas for it, we'll invite everybody. It'll be a gathering of amazing Web3 and Web2 community people.
I can't wait for a win media event down there. There's so many organizations we can hook up with in Austin and have something similar to in NYC or Miami or LA right there in Austin. Definitely not on 6th Street because it looks like freaking Los Angeles right now.
Skid Row.
Yeah, it looks like Skid Row. But there's so many opportunities there. The city is expanding by the day, and I think there's a lot of opportunities for Win Media there.
Dude, I can't wait. I really want to already be there, but patience. Got to close up this one chapter and then move on to the next one. And we'll get there. But I'm so excited. I spent 10 years in Austin before I moved here about a year and a half ago. And that, our whole thing when we were deciding where are we going to go, what we're going to do, my wife and I were chit-chatting about it. And we're like, well, it's either going to be Miami or LA, right, for work. And then we thought, well, that's not really where the opportunity is at right now. I think the opportunity is wherever we go because we're going to make the opportunity. So why don't we go back to where we love, where we have a massive community? And again, those LA and Florida are great, but I think Austin, Texas has a place of my heart that nowhere else in this country does. And I'm a lizard and I can't wait. I'm not a lizard person. I'm not a flat earther like a lizard man. I'm just a lizard. I love the sun. I can't wait to get out into the sun and just become a tan individual again because I've become so pale living in this rain-filled state of Georgia. It's raining again today. This is insane. Yes, Turbo.
So the only way you'll be able to get into the club is if you're a booger eater.
Ooh, we got to bring that back. The Booger Eater Club. Was that on the Mega Space?
The Booger Eaters. I don't. Maybe. Yeah.
I think it was the space before the Mega Space.
Yeah.
Look, Booger Eaters, bro. You know what I mean?
I have it drawn up, boys. It's not like a far-fetched thing. I drew all kinds of stuff.
Well, we'll have to revisit that, but I can say one thing. At some point, there is 47 people in the room. At some point, you ate a booger in your life. That means that you are welcome to join the Booger Eater Club. At some point, even if you were a baby, you did it.
If you hawked a loogie, you in a weird way still ate a booger. Just saying.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Lady Boss Nat, GMGM, how are you?
GM. Oh my gosh, I can't. Boogers. Ew. Oh,
She's pleading the fifth.
Yeah,
She's saying she hawked a loogie.
No. I have missed you guys the last 2 days. I woke up too late. Actually, I should say I went to bed too late, and tried to stay awake just all the way through to Web3 Breakfast, and then I fell asleep, phone in hand and all. But I have missed you guys. I'm so happy to be here for Pizza Fridays, though.
Yeah, this is Pizza Friday. This is exciting. This is Web3 Breakfast, guys. If it's your first time joining us, you are down in the crowd. Feel free to raise your hand, come on up and speak. This is a community show for the community, by the community. We love you guys. There is just one rule. Don't be a douchebag. We don't like racist, sexist, and homophobes. That's it. You can just have your perspectives and you can have your ideas and you can have and you can share, but just don't be a douche.
So easy.
Yeah. Don't be a douche.
What did I miss the last 2 days? What have you guys been doing? What's up? How is everybody?
Well, Lady Boss, just like you, yesterday morning was really rough for me. I had got a call there. The night before, the day before, I had drank so much coffee that I couldn't fall asleep. I probably fell asleep at like 3:30 in the morning, and then I was up at like 6. So just like you, yesterday was very, very tiresome. But it was like the coffee full circle. The coffee kept me up too late, but then I needed it to get up. But we're back today. We talked about a lot of fun things like we always do. This is just I hear people tell me like now they're like, listen, the morning show. This is how I start my day, and obviously like it's not how I start my day too because I'm here. But I literally like wouldn't want to be doing anything else to start my day except for being here with the community. This is amazing.
What happened was he had the wobble drug in his coffee, and he was seeing music, or he was seeing music and hearing colors. That's what happened.
Yes. I was just laying in bed zooted. Like I was like laying there. I could feel my heart beating not only in my chest, but in my neck at the same time. Like when you feel like that, like that's you got way too much caffeine in your system, I think.
I have definitely been there. I get it for sure. And then like not starting my days with you guys the last 2 days, it's my days have been off. Like to be completely honest, just off. And I'm like, I just can't like I don't know. I just couldn't get with it. It's like if I don't start my day here with you guys and my entire day is off. I don't know. It's just been weird the past couple of days not starting my day with y'all.
Well, we are glad to have you back in the house today, Nat. Thank you.
And happy Women's Day too, because we missed you on that day.
Oh yeah.
Happy Women's Day.
Absolutely. Happy Women's Day the other day, but it is also Women's History Month this entire month. So that is a fantastic thing to really segue into. We talked about this yesterday. I just want to shout out really quick. I'm going to shout this out every day because I think it's so important. Carrie down in the crowd and Champagne Wives Club doing some amazing things to help women get out of shitty situations, human trafficking situations. So make sure you tap in with Carrie and Champagne Wives Club. They're going to be minting their project in several weeks. It's coming up, so tap in. Make sure you know what's going on because the cost of the NFT is going to be about $350. And $70 of that. So 20% of every NFT goes to the Exodus Road to eradicate human trafficking. So please tap in with her and learn more information there. But you will hear it from me every single day because that is something, hear people. I saw some tweet this morning. Somebody said, hey, tell me one project that's got really good utility. I want to know. It's like, well, like what kind of utility are you looking for? Are you looking for a party? Are you looking for a sweatshirt? Are you looking for an airdrop, or are you looking to help some other human beings? What kind of utility? I like to help other human beings. So, yes, Turbo.
Yo, Jay, I cannot wait for the gala. Like, I know that it's gonna be the Champagne Wives Club and stuff. This is Web3 with the NFTs. I mean, I'm really looking at that like a crypto ball. When we were in the military, man, the balls were like everything. Like because we were putting in a lot of work. We were gone all the time. But the ball, like that was the time that we got to get like dressed all the way up, put all of our ribbons on, get our wives done all the way up to the nines. And, we got to go out, and I think that what Carrie's doing with the galas and stuff, that's going to be huge. It's going to be a great opportunity for men to get their wives, to take them to something beautiful and hopefully, make a beautiful connection and bring them into Web3 too.
Absolutely. And it will, I just have to say that this is along the lines of really just to piggyback off that, your typical like events here in this space. And I get it, man. We're all, we're loose, we're having a good time. But the dress code for these balls is not going to be your typical crypto uniform, which is a t-shirt and a sport coat and a pair of jeans. No. You're going to have to dress up, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I love that. I might bust out my dress uniform. You know what I'm saying? I might get the old dress uniform back out, get my little retired patch on, and come out and do it up maybe.
I like it. I got my was it called a shark? Is it shark fin or shark skin? Like that blue suit. I got one of those suits, man. I get nice crispy. I got some cognac cap toes. You know what's up.
Oh shit, Jay. Okay, all right, man. I'm gonna have to dig a little deeper then. Golly. Yo, what's on the menu tonight for pizza, man? You know what I mean? It's Friday. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we cooking at home today. We ordering out. I mean, this is you getting down to the last days.
I
You know what
know.
I'm saying? Are you hitting that favorite joint to get the last ones? I mean, what's
Yeah,
going
I'm gonna have to like serve him up a Sofritos pizza before he leaves. I'm gonna have to like leave it on his doorstep.
No. 7. We're gonna link up and we're gonna do that. No problem. Absolutely. Tonight. Well, yeah. So last, I think the last 2 weeks we ordered. Tonight, my wife said that we are making pizzas. So the dough process has begun. So it is homemade pizza night tonight. I'm super excited. Hopefully, we'll do like pizza and like garlic knots. I think garlic knots sound pretty good. So maybe we'll send some pictures of that stuff later.
Yeah, man, that's what's up. Tonight, I'm not having pizza tonight. Well, maybe, I don't know at this place, but I'm actually gonna go to this little restaurant, and there's a country singer who's up and coming, and he's gonna be there just playing. And I don't really like country music.
Wait,
but, you know,
wait. Let's give everybody the juice. Are you taking your date out here to this country music that you don't want to listen to?
Yeah, she's taking me out to it, actually. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's now it makes sense because like there's no reason to go do something that you don't enjoy unless it's part of a date. So that's exciting, man.
See, Turbo likes to just give us like the half of the story. I love it. The other half that's not interesting.
We'll quit telling y'all stuff. You know what I mean?
No. We like the transparency. I appreciate that. I think everybody, because now everybody is rooting for you. So, guys, if you don't follow Turbo, make sure that you give him a follow because then you'll get to hear about how the date went, or shoot him a tweet. Say a Turbo. You know what? I will do that, and then we'll get this thing rolling. We're gonna wish Turbo, lots of luck on his date tonight. Because it's the dating scene these days. I don't actually know. I've been married for a number of years. I don't know what the dating scene is like. I could tell you if I had to like get into a dating profile site or whatever those things are called. I would. It just wouldn't work well for me. So big ups to you, Turbo. And we're gonna get a little tweet out, and this way we can get some positive vibes into the atmosphere, into the world for you, for your date tonight. So it is nothing but successful.
Thank you so much, Jay.
Let's go.
And I'm gonna have a private conversation with you after this because what you're saying right now is really hilarious. And what I want to say, very inappropriate to the show. And that's what we do here. We keep it. You know what I'm saying? We keep it 100. You know
Now
what
I'm
I'm saying?
super curious, though.
Yeah. Just
And I'm sure the whole room is also.
Yeah. If you are underage, or if you are I'm going to point to the camera right now for the live stream. I'm talking to my mother. Hey, Mom, plug your ears. Turbo's going to say something that you probably don't want to hear. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, because last night we had a conversation before this date today. It got a little heated up. You know what I'm saying? And started talking about some things, and she's like, people are into other people farting on them.
What?
And I was like, now, hold up, Jay. I was in the same boat. I'm like, okay. I'm like, but I don't really understand. I kind of need more context. Like, in what way are you talking? You know what I mean? Like, they like put it, like you put the butt on somebody, you fart on. And I was like, because they're going to have pink eye all the time. She's like, what pink eye? I'm like, yeah, the main cause of pink eye is fecal matter. She's like, oh, well, that was another one. Like people like to put poop on them. I'm like, hold up.
What?
Stop. We need to talk right now. Because if this is something that you're into, like, we just have to shut this down now because, like, I can't, like, body fluids and that's where my training stops. I'm pretty open-minded, but, like, and so she's not into it, man. So we're going to check out some country music. Look, if I have to listen to country music and not have someone, like, shit on me, I'm with that. I'm with the country music. I'm up to trying new things. Look at me. I'm a fucking new boy, Jay.
We're not having 2 girls, 1 cup discussions up in here. Okay.
I mean, really, we got 5 minutes left, and Turbo had to take it there.
Well, we
so
asked him.
fast.
We asked him. We did.
We earmuffed.
I
everyone,
appreciate
so it's
the
good.
transparency. Thank you
Yeah.
for sharing.
Lady Boss is gonna leave and never come back to breakfast.
No.
Turbo.
The moral of the story is that good lines of communication are key in every relationship. And if you don't have that right now, you should definitely work on that with your significant other. You know what I'm saying? And 2, you know what I'm saying? Because she made a beautiful point to me. She said, I'm not into that. But what I think is amazing that there are people out there that are so comfortable with themselves that they've been able to find that. And I thought that was really beautiful. So, if you're not opening up good lines of communication with your other significant other, definitely do that. It doesn't have to be that extreme, but it does make a difference.
Turbo, let me ask you a question, because now, like, I got a lot of questions, but we'll keep them, whatever. Is farting in front of your significant other a form of communication? Keeping, like, the communication lines open, as you said?
And it's so funny you bring that up because actually that was the first thought that I had because I remember, I've been married for 17 years. Like now I'm back in the dating scene. It's crazy. In that line, right? For the first 5 years, she never farted in front of me. Never once. Like if she was sleeping and a little thing, she got she jumped straight out of bed and she'd look at me, right? And like I had never heard it, so it always woke me up. Like, as soon as I was like up, right? And I'm looking at her, and we would always look at each other and we would laugh, right? And then just over the time, it just turned into like we're both just walking around the house, just farting and stuff. Like we don't even care anymore. And that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Either we need to laugh about it all the time, or we never should fart in front of each other.
You should always
when it just gets to the point where you just walk around farting on each other and stuff like that's
one quick story, and then I think we had a hand up. I was in this was a number of years ago. This is when I was doing I was the director of operations for our family transportation company. And I was in a very actually big meeting with my father-in-law. He was the CEO. Again, I was the director of operations. And so we had this really big meeting and kind of like after it all went down, it went really well. The guy that we were meeting with, he turned to me and asked me, he's like, you married? He's like, I had my wedding ring on. He's like, how long you been married? And I said, at this point it was a couple of years, whatever. And he goes, are you still in the honeymoon phase? And I go, I suppose so. He goes, well, he's like, let me tell you a story. He's like, blah, blah, blah. He tells the story. He's like, so, when you get out of the shower and you see your wife taking a shit, he's like, that's when the honeymoon phase is over. You ever seen your wife taking a shit? And I look at my father-in-law and I said, you want me to answer this? And so I said to the guys, like, hey, just, Bill here's my father-in-law. And the guy started laughing so hard because he was trying that was, sorry.
Yo, that's amazing. You could have got him you could have definitely bumped your bid up 10, 20, 30,000.
Oh, golly.
Jay, we got a call later. The director out for the UCLA event messaged me and he wants to do a call around like I think one or two Pacific time. So I don't know if you'll be free for that, but definitely might need you.
Oh, I'm free for that. Yeah,
that's 4 o'clock. That's 4 o'clock.
Okay. Cool. I got I think I'm looking at my calendar right now. After 4, obviously until pizza time, I'm wide open, Ardo. So yeah, let's get that going.
We have a space at 4 o'clock.
That's right. We do have. Oh, that's right.
Wait,
yeah.
For Eastern or what? Because I'm in Central.
Yeah, it's 4 p.m. Eastern and 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is before. Because see, now that I'm back home, I now understand how to understand California time.
Oh yeah. That is right. So we do have the 4 p.m. space. It's going to be music vibes. It's the 420 smoke out. Let's.
Now, Jay, I would say I could start the space,
mm-hmm.
and like I can go in there. Like you just host start it. I'll do the thing. We play music. I'll keep it hot. You go get on that call because that's just going to be extremely important. And then you come back once it's over, and we just keep it going.
Yeah, perfect. All right, yeah, we'll Ardo, I'll hit you up, and then we'll figure it all out on the back end, and then let's get that going because that's going to be massive. We're talking about mass adoption. We're talking about all these massive companies coming into this ecosystem. In the gaming realm, in the music realm, in all these different silos that will ultimately make blockchain and this ecosystem what it is. Big shit's happening. Big stuff. So, what else we got?
Yeah, and Jay, I did have one more thing.
Yes, please.
Because I have to share this with you. Since this is going to be something like good instead of like I got to clean up my image a little bit here.
Yeah, we got to end it on a high note. He just tarnished the whole Web3 Breakfast name on a Friday of all things. So we have to wait till Monday to get it back up to.
I'm like the stock market.
No, we're at 74% right now, bro. Like, get out of here. That just if we had a token, oh my God, people be selling the shit out of that thing.
Here's some news update to what we were discussing yesterday. So Sony has told Microsoft to basically shove it. They want the.
And you're talking on that 10-year, like that, almost like that 10-year olive branch that they sent them.
Yep, they want the UK to force Microsoft to sell Call of Duty outright to Sony in order for the $69 billion deal to go through, because they feel as though if they don't get sole rights to Call of Duty, which would mean there would be no more Call of Duty for Xbox unless they licensed it out to Microsoft. So this is a power play for the metaverse in Web3. This is very important, everyone in the audience who's involved in Web3 gaming, because they are literally fighting over the future of our space. And the biggest metaverse deal probably we'll see, we've seen in history, and probably the biggest we'll see over the next 20, 30 years.
I do have some insight on that. The reason why PlayStation doesn't want to do that deal is because they do not want to put the Game Pass on the PlayStation. They will not put the Xbox Game Pass on a PlayStation console. It is a pride thing for them. They will not do it. Like, they already got like trumped by the Game Pass in sales, and the like them having it on every screen is going to kill them because they're not taking the deal.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And I think they should have agreed to the 10-year licensing deal. They really should have. At the end of the day, does Sony have a lot of money too? Yes, but they are playing a very, very, very risky card trying to take on Microsoft because, I mean, like I said, in the last 90 days, they've dropped $100 billion into supporting Web3 gaming.
That's probably just the tip of the iceberg. We are just getting started for these guys.
Yeah, it's lots of more money coming. When I tell you the next biggest race is going to be in the Web3 gaming market, if this is like people telling you to buy Bitcoin at $1. It's like people telling you to buy Ethereum at $10. This is what this is going to be like in this space. I kid you not. You're going to have these industries tossing around billions of dollars and then marketing billions of dollars to bring people to their Web3 product.
And that's what we're here for.
And that's
what we're doing. And that's a perfect segue, Jay, for what I want, because I want to share this real quick, because this is the whole thing, right? When I first came into Web3, my dream out the gate was to build the House of Plutus. And so for those who don't know who Plutus was, he was a Greek god of wealth and abundance, and Zeus blinded him so that he would always share the wealth fairly. He would always distribute it equally. And it was always this idea that there would be music studios and there'd be green rooms, and we would have, huge like meeting areas and offices. And anytime you could come there and, you could, if you're an artist, you could come there and meet another artist, you draw together. Or if you wanted to do content, you could come there and you would, be able to meet up with other people that were all part of this community using a token to gate it to get in. It's the Booger Picker Club, bro. We're the Booger Eaters. Booger Eater Club, bro. The Booger Eaters.
Are we picking or are we eating?
You know
what are we
saying?
doing? Are there factions?
Well, see, there's different factions.
There's 4 factions, guys. Come on.
Yeah. What are they again? Give us the factions, 7.
They're pickers, flickers, stickers,
and lickers.
Lickers.
Yep. So each one of those gives you different access, right, Jay? So you might be a booger picker. I'm a booger eater. And that's what I told that chick. When she told me about all that, I said, look, as I swear to God, it's a true story. We're going to close it right here because Jay, I like to close the loop. I told her, I said, look, I don't know about all that stuff. I'll be straight up with you. When I was a kid, I used to eat my boogers. That was about the most extreme thing. I am a booger eater. I told her that, and she was cool with this. So booger eaters to the moon.
Hey, look, I'm gonna drop something on everyone. Seven knows this is true. One of the things that came out in the VIP room was corporate execs talking about putting in their personal funds to make sure that their ambitions happened in the Web3 space. I spoke about it yesterday. You may not like him, but Bill Gates in 1 hour makes more than what most people make in a lifetime. So imagine someone like that decides they want to make a push and not even wait for their company to do it. They want to do it personally. It can be an overnight bull run.
You never know when that's going to happen. All right. I think that's going to shut it down for today. Y'all have a just an amazing time connecting here. I think this is truly just a fantastic way to start a day, specifically a Friday, and then you make it a pizza day. Come on, baby. Thanks everybody that came up here to chat, provided their opinions, perspectives. And if you just sat in the crowd, it's okay. One of these days, it's your day to come up. We've had several people in our community. Carrie, I know you're one of them. That coming up here is if it causes anxiety, but we do it slowly and we keep doing it. Pretty soon, man, you're going to be hosting your own spaces. Everybody, this is your opportunity. If you've ever wanted to create content, if you ever wanted to be a part of this, just start doing it now, man. I tell you what, it is a very fruitful way to connect with the community. So thank you all for being here. I love you guys. This was Web3 Breakfast. Make sure that you tap in Monday through Friday if it's your first time listening at 10 a.m. Eastern. We've also got a 4 p.m. space coming up today. That is going to be 420 friendly. That is going to be music, and he's going to be a vibe session. So make sure you tap in for that. Also, really quick before we do leave, guys, there is a pinned post up in the nest. Let's make sure that we get that thing viral. We want Turbo to have a really good date. And remember, he told us that he's not going to be farting on his date. So let's just make sure that we hold him accountable for that. All right, y'all, have a great rest of your morning, no matter where you're from, or afternoon. It could be in the afternoon where you're at. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you on Monday for more Web3 Breakfast. Adios.
I love you, bro.
See you guys.